Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to do an update on the Vermibag Max. And we also added some of the Diatomaceous earth, which is supposed to help control the fruit flies that were coming out of the bin. So let's go take a look and see how it's doing, and see if we need to add any more food, which I almost guarantee we do with how quickly they've been going through it. And I do have some ready to go through that went through my shredder. So let's take a look, see how it's doing. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look and see if we have any fruit flies in here as the first step. And we do. I'm seeing some fruit flies come out of here. So the Diatomaceous earth didn't work as well as I'd hoped. Not quite that many fruit flies, really. There's just a few. But, I definitely see, I want to say 4 or 5 of them come out of them easily. So let's just dig down here and take a look here. So this didn't work really as I'd planned on getting rid of those, but let's see here. It's actually a little bit powdery in here. There's actually a powder coming off of here. Hopefully this isn't bad for my lungs since I don't have a mask on at this time. In fact, let me go grab a mask actually. Just in case, I'm going to go put one on. Alright, so I'm putting on a mask here because of the cloud coming off, and I have no idea if that's good or bad for my lungs. Alright, there we go. Sorry about the muffled sounds, but you'll have to deal with it since I'm not really sure if this is good or bad for me. So I'm definitely still seeing fruit flies in here, which is a little bit disappointing. I was hoping that this stuff would really kind of take care of those, but it is what it is, and we'll keep going here. So let's just dig down in here. Take a look. Oh, look at this. Very healthy worm population in here. Very healthy. They're doing really well, though. So we had added a lot of food before, and we're about to add a lot more. Actually, there's still some food in here. This is definitely, looks like some lettuce, or actually, maybe this is like a wax coating from the watermelon left over. So let's just dig down in here a little bit more. Fantastic looking material that's coming out of this now. Down in here, this area that's really starting to break down. These peanut shells, I guess these just don't break down. I've had these in my bins for a while. I'm hoping that they break down, but they don't seem to be, although I do see a worm in there, it looks like. But these peanut shells just have not been breaking down like I'd hoped. So let's move some of this down in here. Dig around at this edge over here. This is almost all bedding. It's very dry. It's probably why we're having partially some of the fruit fly issues. This material looks like has some, actually maybe something growing in here, some mycelium or something like that that's growing, causing a root structure in this area. Let's just see on this side over here. Again, very dry. So I think this bin maybe is drying out a little bit too much. I'm going to be adding very moist food when I add to it, so I'm not really worried about that right now. Let's just dig over into this corner over here. Again, very dry. Great looking material though at the bottom. I mean, look at this, you can just see the progression of material. It's really good, and then it's all bedding. So that's really nice material at the bottom there. So that's good too. So let's just keep moving along here. Let's check out this corner. Oh, actually, we already maybe got down to some of the material. This side's also dry. So I think I need to start making sure I water this. I let this go a little longer than I wanted to because I had other stuff going on, but overall this area is a little dry, not quite as much material, but some of it's looking good over on the side over here. So all right, with that though, what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of mix this up a little bit. And we're going to add a feeding in here. I don't think we need any more other stuff in here right now. We still got to try to burn through this thing right here, have the worms eat this. So I think what we're going to do here, we're going to feed the center as we have been, but we're going to put some of this material on top. Actually, let me just dig down a little bit more, because it's going to be very moist, this material I'm putting in. So what I have here is from my shredder. Let's just see if I can get some light in here. There we go. And it's got some water in there too from washing it out. And we're going to put all this in here. This is very ground up. It's a whole mixture of stuff. But look at that. Actually doesn't. This actually smells really good because it has a lemony smell. Because this even has lemons in it, and let's see, limes and bananas. So it's a huge mixture of stuff. You know, it's not just one thing. It's not just bananas or something like that. And there's a lot of water in there too, which will hopefully soak into this and make a good living material for the worms. And then what we're going to do here is obviously we need to bury this. So we're going to bury this in. And that's going to be our feeding. Now this is a very quick update here. I just want to give you guys an idea of what's going on. We really need to work through some of this bedding material in here, I think, before I add any more. I think I've added way too much, especially on the sides. I'm going to have to try to water this wall between videos, and maybe we need to put some material on top here to kind of hold this moisture in. I think it's drying out too much, a lot more than I expected, even though it's been over a month. It's just really dry on the outside. So overall, it's still working well. I'm still trying to control these fruit flies. I'll probably have to maybe try another method, but it's getting there, and the material is really looking nice. So it might be ready for a harvest on the middle. It kind of sunk in the middle, so I'm not sure. Sometimes that means it's ready. Sometimes it means it needs to go a little bit longer. So maybe after this one or this next update, I'll harvest it, and that way we can take a look and see how it's really doing on the bottom. So thank you for watching, and remember, I have links down below if you want to purchase one of these and try it out for yourself. And I know that he also has different lids here, and this is a 100% mesh top. I'd probably go with one that either has like the outside is plastic and the mesh in the middle, or one where you can actually close off the mesh, which I think he has now. So there's some different designs for the tops on this. All right, the dust is gone now. So I'd really take a look at these. I think these are great bins, or I should say flow-through bag systems, and I do have a link below. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below.